I think what's happening right now is a conflation of challenges. And because of that, we don't always know which one to prioritize. So we do have some of the imprints and remnants of COVID, but then we
Mm.
also have new challenges. So let me first say a little bit about what we're still facing past COVID and some of what I see now. And I would
Okay.
also be curious to see what your thoughts on that are as
Okay.
well. So, one of the things that we saw with COVID was what we have all come to term as the Great Resignation. People resigned in massive numbers. We had never seen anything like that. The
Mhm.
reason I believe that happened is because people were simply dissatisfied in the workplace. As we know, and Gallup has been reporting this over the several years, quiet quitting hovers at about 50%, give or take. That's a really large number of people who are quietly disengaged in the workplace. So quiet quitting means that you don't quit your job, but you quit going above and beyond. You just do the bare minimum necessary so that you don't get fired.
Mhm.
And when we are looking at that number, about 50%, not just nationally in the US or Canada, but globally, that's a problem. So that's something that we had going into COVID and still persists today. And that quiet quitting is because people feel disengaged in the workplace. They're just not happy. They're not enjoying their places of employment because people's needs are shifting towards wellness. They want wellness and they want programs in the workplace that support them. That's not something we used to talk about 20, 30 years ago. It was starting to rise, but it really wasn't a foci. Now, we still see that happening post-COVID. People have returned to the workplace. The job market has tightened significantly. So there is this pressure now that, okay, maybe I do need to put in a little bit more effort, but I still want my needs met. Now, we're also looking at many things happening economically on the world stage. So without getting into politics, we have discussions around tariffs and how that affects,
Mhm.
trade, how it affects, current accounting for many nations, and how those tariffs will not just affect GDP, but also your everyday mom and pop shop, as well as Fortune 500 companies. So there's a lot of uncertainty that's happening in terms of what is my bottom line?
Mhm.
What is my bottom line? And how do I continue to make profits? And how do I take care of my employees?
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a challenge, and it's like walking a tightrope. And yet, the data shows that when you care for your employees, you are likely to up to 5 times. You are likely to exceed your financial goals by like 5 times.
Mhm.
So it's a bit of a challenge, and these are transitional times, in my opinion, where we're learning that employees want more, but how do I give them more and still make a profit?